Alright, well it's been almost a month now since the last time I uploaded a video. The honest truth for this being that my free trial with Final Cut Pro expired, so I didn't have a video editing software to make videos with. However, this past week my monthly check for my Chuck E. Cheese money laundering scheme came in, so I was able to purchase the premium version of it. So now hopefully I'll be able to start uploading more frequently. Though if I'm being honest, who knows if that's actually going to happen. So, what's happened since the last time I uploaded? Well, not much to be honest, and I wasn't recording as much either, so I figured it'd be a good idea to pretty much sum up the last 3 weeks in this short video. The footage you're seeing right now was recorded on a Friday morning. You see, my second job gave everyone the day off, so I decided to walk around my neighborhood and go on a little hike. Honestly, I can't begin to describe just how amazing this was. I've lived in my apartment for almost 2 years now, and it's crazy to think that I haven't been taking advantage of all the amazing sights there are near where I live. I walked to the park that's about 20 minutes from my apartment, and there I found a hidden trail that leads into the mountains nearby. Walking up this trail while listening to the Shire music from Lord of the Rings was without a doubt the highlight of March for me. It was an amazing recharge, and I could almost feel my mind clearing up as I went higher and higher up the trail. Without a doubt, I'm going to keep going these little mini hikes. You know what, they're so good, I'm going to actually do a full video on them one day. Now, I said that it was my second job that gave me the day off. I say second job because my job is as the manager of the greatest soccer team in the whole world, Liverpool FC. After months of blood, sweat, and tears, I was able to lead the team to our first championship in years. This right here will forever be the highlight of my life. Nothing will ever top it. After carrying the trophy back to Anfield, I went out for drinks with the lads afterwards to celebrate this huge achievement. At the pub, I met up with who I thought was a hottie, only to wake up the next morning and realize who I had actually brought home. The creature you see in this footage is known as Miguel. He's a former member of the US Armed Forces and the world's deadliest weapon. There's a legend in the land known as Lake Elsinore that he once took 26 shots of tequila in one night and lived. I once came home and found 3 dead hookers in the apartment. When I asked Miguel about this, he laughed when I said 3. If aliens ever visited our planet and demanded that a champion represent us in a fight to decide the fate of the human race, he'd be my pick. However, there are risks that come with being around Miguel. If you've ever watched Gremlins, then you know you should never feed a mogwai after midnight or bad things happen. The same applies with Miguel. If you feed him after midnight, then he gains the power to orgasm on control. Sometimes when I'm walking out in public, I'll see him appear out of nowhere, as if he's some kind of guardian angel, minus the guardian and angel part. At this time, Miguel had been living on the futon outside on the porch, but it was time to get rid of the futon, something I knew Miguel wouldn't like, but it had to be done. My roommates Cruz and Amber had agreed to help us out. I asked Cruz to describe how he handles every social interaction he gets into.
I'm gonna be like, hi, I'm a freshman at Yale, and I'm here to get my asshole stretched. Just like that.
I hire you.
Yeah? Good.
Cruz is an amazing man, but he suffers from a syndrome where he'll offer up his body impulsively.
So you want my legs up like this?
His girlfriend Amber is a really nice person, and she's actually pretty normal, aside from her drinking problem. See, everything she drinks has to be from a beer bottle. There's no exceptions. Doctors are still looking for a cure. Later that evening, the man, the myth, the legend showed up.
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, man, what's up?
Jeff Hernandez is a giant among men, literally. When he stands directly in front of me, his crotch is the only thing I can see. I'd be lying if I said this hasn't affected our friendship in the past, but luckily Miguel is usually around to keep him in check. Another interesting tidbit about Jeff is that in order to survive, he has to tell at least one lie a day.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stop drinking beer.
He's used that one a few times already, so I'll probably have to reset his program the next time I see him. Before throwing away the futon, we decided to head out to eat at the world-renowned establishment known as Olive Garden. There, I witnessed firsthand as Miguel accepted his next Black Ops mission, the details of which we'll probably never know. Upon returning, it was time to throw away the futon, and we were joined by Lightbringer himself, Jesse Camacho.
I don't know.
Just treat this the way I treat most of my life. Just get it over with and regret later.
While watching this, keep in mind that there was actually a batch of newborn kittens inside the futon, something we didn't discover till afterwards.
I remember when I used to have to sleep on that thing.
Oh my god.
Always ready to double tap, Cruz did what had to be done and finished them off.
How funny would it be if he just like fell through?
No.
I had to cut the next part of the video out, but Miguel then proceeded to do his part and eat the leftovers of the dead kittens.
Oh my goodness. It's fine, it's fine.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Fuck it, we're vacuum
Oh shit!
What?
No, there's nothing. I'm just like, oh shit,
No fucking dropping, man.
I'm like, holy shit's coming out.
Goodbye, you piece of shit. I used to have to sleep on.
Hey, so how do you feel about taking this out after, what is it, like a year and a half?
I felt nostalgic when I looked at it. I don't. Right now, I just want to throw it away.
Jack off on it too.
Oh.
The what?
After throwing away the futon, we spent the remainder of the night looking at Jeff's C-section scar and then listening to stories about how he survived Desert Storm and the discrimination he faced as a refugee.
Accountable for it, and that's basically what I said. And then she ignored all that. She ignored my explanation and went straight away to, do you want to abolish prisons?
Throwing away the old futon brought back a lot of memories for me. It was one of the first pieces of furniture we brought into the apartment. It was there at the very beginning when we all moved into this place for the first time, none of us knowing if this was going to last or if it was even the right choice. Back when everything still seemed so new, and even crossing the street to go to Ralph's felt like a mini adventure. I get very nostalgic when I think back on those early months when we first moved into the apartment, but just like with the futon, we're never getting them back, and it's best to just move on. However, soon, another important part of the apartment will be leaving, and I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with that one. Alright, so I'm making this video so I can be liable on the basis of my word. Either my next video or the video after that will be a Star Wars video where I'll be trying to break down how the Skywalker saga should end. So yeah, should be cool.